Alright, so I'll apologize now. I know this is going to be a longer video. It's probably going to be me rambling, saying the same things over and over again, but wasn't sure what direction I was going with it. And then when you're ready for paint and primer, usually not. There's a whole bunch of small stuff that I had to keep doing, and I do one thing, it turn into something else, or I'll do one thing and find something else. So had a lot left to do when I thought it was just a little bit. So yeah, that's all the video is going to be about, just getting everything prepped for primer. So that's it. I went in, wasn't planning to remove the windshield, wasn't planning on removing the trunk lid, and then just trying to figure out how I want to get everything set up. I'm gonna do all the epoxy on the outside stuff, all the inside stuff, like the inside of the fenders, the inside of the doors, inside of the hood and trunk. All those will be probably scuffed up and 2K primed and then painted. So those will be done later, just trying to get all the exterior stuff out. Then I'll flip all the panels over and do the inside stuff. But yeah, it's just finished wiping it down with wax and grease remover, and I'll do it again in the morning when I'm coming out to paint it. But just wanted to get everything wiped down once, and I'm gonna organize the garage before I go in tonight. Set the compressor up, get that where I want it, and just get everything organized so when I come out tomorrow, wipe it down one more time with wax and grease remover, and then mix up some primer and start spraying. But like I said, I know it's going to be all over the place with the video. I've got a bunch of clips. I just have to edit into one video. It's been taking place pretty much all week, so really not start to finish, front to back on the car, just all over the place. So it's a lot to handle. I apologize. Just when you're doing projects like this, you just never know what direction it's going to go. So alright, just been out in the garage taking these doors apart. What I really did was just take the windows out. So those were a couple 10mm bolts, probably about 7 or 8 of them. What else? Took all these, I guess they're just pretty much took all the little parts off the door. Like the window sweeps and the guides and all that. So those are all just little 10mm bolts or nuts. Took the windows out, took the door hinges off. So I'm gonna clean those up, obviously. And what I'm gonna do next is pretty much just clean up all this, sand that down, sand this down. I guess take those out too. But on the inside, I'm gonna spray that rust reformer all on the inside. Guess still gotta vacuum that one out a little bit. So I have the shop vac. This one's still full of glass, so got all or most of that out. Run that through there one more time. Yeah, just clean it up and then take the sander to it, rough all that up. Have to fill that back in. But yeah, just break the sander out, clean all this stuff up, clean that up. I'm not sure how much of the actual door I'm going to paint, but I'll clean it up if it's rough in some areas. Get that rust off before, let's see, like all up in here. Try to clean it up as much as I can. Where I can't, hit it with the rust reformer. let that dry. I'll probably do the other side of the doors in the epoxy first. We'll just give that rust reformer enough time to dry, and then for probably a day or so, then turn it back over and do the bottom side. Well, the inside of the doors and the jambs and the firewall, I'm gonna epoxy them, but those will be the first ones to get the 2K primer and the paint, and I'll put it back together. Probably 2K the car, block sand that, and then paint it. So I'll epoxy the outside of the door first. That way, once the epoxy's dry, flip it over, do everything on the inside of the door and the jambs pretty much. I'm gonna try to just get those painted. I'll probably knock those out with the single stage of the same color as the body, obviously. So it'll just be a single stage, save me a step or two, and you're not gonna be able to tell the difference. So that's all I'm working on. Yeah, that's a long ways away from being ready for primer. Took me a few hours, but I'm not doing it today. Pick it back up tomorrow, wipe everything down, finish taping the windows off, covering the wheels, taping the frame off, pretty much messing everything off. I'll do tomorrow. That'll be after I wipe everything down, get all the dust out of the garage. But everything besides the inside of the front fenders is sanded down to where I need it to be. As far as like the insides of the doors and the insides of the jambs, I didn't take these down to bare metal. Just sanded them up. If there were any spots I saw a little bit of surface rust, I pretty much took those down to bare metal, but for the most part, just doled up all the painted areas. So if it was shiny, just hit it with the sandpaper until it was dull. Do the same thing to the other side. So yeah, but like I said, all this I'll go back through tomorrow with a different sander and clean that up. Might even rough some of it up by hand. And what else? Oh, these. I'll probably just clean these up, hit them with the rust reformer, just do them in black. Or at least just clean them up and get them primed for now. I'm not sure if I'm gonna color match them or just paint them in black. But I think that's it. So yeah, just pretty much the final day. Just prepping everything. Alright, so I wasn't planning on taking the windshield out, but I went to go remove some of the clips in here and it started cracking even more. So since I was gonna have to replace it anyway, just thought to myself, how hard could it be? But pretty much just used a knife, cut around the seam with all the sealer. You know, I think it's all cut out. I was able to push most of it out of the way. So what I'm gonna do is, it's probably gonna crack in half anyway. So I'm gonna try not to cut myself, but try to just lift it out, get it in the trash can right away, and just call it a day. Well, just call it good with the windshield. Still got a little bit more work to do. Let's see. So far, so good. But you can tell any second, one wrong turn, this thing's going to just snap. Well, the windshield's out, but Gotta find a way to break it without it shattering everywhere, but or at least enough to break it in half and get the trash can closed. But like I said, I wasn't planning on doing it, but it just happened. Oh, there we have it. Doesn't close all the way, but since there's still construction in the neighborhood, later on might take these two out, throw them in the back of the Blazer or something, probably wrap them in a blanket so it doesn't get glass everywhere, and I'll just toss it. Yeah, like I said, I wasn't planning on taking the windshield out. I was just trying to get these clips and stuff out, and it just started cracking even more. So I'm like, well, it's only another step. I was gonna have to replace it anyway, so now I'll be able to just clean up all this, get that painted also. So yeah, throw the trash can back and get back to it. Not even mess with the back window, it's staying in there. We'll be a little bit more careful when I take the clips out, but looks like most of them are still in place. I have to replace about 5 of them, but back window's staying in. I'll mess that off. Instead, I got the windows out of the doors and these quarter glass windows out. I'm gonna clean up around here a little bit more, clean up all this, sand it down, and so it's gonna get painted now too. But yeah, so I actually just need to sand all this area back here. I'll take the bumper off, these off, just sand up in here, stuff that up, clean all that up back in there, wipe the car down. Well, I'll blow all the dust out of the garage, wipe the car down, finish masking it off, and I think tomorrow. I know I said it was gonna be today, but working nights mess you up a little bit. But yeah, just get everything masked up and then come in tomorrow. Weather should be okay. Yeah, just come in tomorrow and start with the epoxy. It's on the garage. It's getting close. The weather's been real iffy lately. You know, work last night, so I thought I was gonna have the energy to come home and finish masking it up and priming it, but I went straight to bed. Right now, just coming out, finishing cleaning up where the window was. All this silicone or the sealant, whatever they use to keep it in there. It's been a pain to remove, so what I decided to do, or just give it a shot, and it's been working. Got the torch out, so using that, heating up the what is it? I'm gonna call it silicone. I don't know what it really is, but get all this, just heat it up with the torch and scrape it off, and that's what's been working for me. It's coming off fairly easy doing it that way. You can't really just sand it, it just gums up too much. Let's see, I'll probably try it along here also. Did end up taking the deck lid off, so neighbor came over, helped lift it off. It's a little hard to do, just one person. But you gotta keep telling Robbie over at grad school, and stop posting videos when I'm in the garage trying to work. I gotta stop what I'm doing and watch the videos. But the Elco's getting there, man. It's getting there. But yeah, stop posting when I'm in the garage working. But yeah, just once I finish getting all that off, I'll probably I was debating on moving the hood in this area. I ran out of sawhorses, so I'm thinking if I have enough room, move the hood here, just place on top of a couple of those 5-gallon buckets so it's still off the ground, and try to try to epoxy everything at once. So that's kind of why I took this off right here, just so I can get all up in here at once. The hood, I don't know, it's a little too restrictive right there, so definitely have to move it out of the way. If I need to epoxy it standing up, I can figure something out there too. Probably just use that 2x4 ladder, lean it up against there, get it off the ground a little bit, and just spray it while it's there. But I don't know. Should I do the? Well, sucks that it's dirty, but it's got a little flake in there. Should I do a flat? Should I do a gloss? I don't know what shade of white should I do. I don't know. Find a rag to wipe this down. See if I could get some of that shine to pop, or get some of that pearl to come out. Let's see. I don't know. I do like this white though. You got the pearl white. You got the single stage. It's pretty close between the two. No, this one's a lot whiter. You got the summit white. What y'all guys think? It's definitely going white, but it's just going to switch it up a little bit. It's a lot of work, but it's not a lot of work. You just gotta come out here a couple hours a day, or whenever you get time, and just start doing stuff. Really don't have a plan for what direction I'm going for the most part. I just come out. If I see something that needs to get taken off, cleaned up, something, I just do it. That's why I'm all over the place. I've organized the garage and it gets messed up again, so hopefully not too much longer I'll have some organized chaos. After I clean this up, I'll set the compressor up. See, I got my hoses, filter I got to mount to the wall, and then just get all the adapter pieces set, and then get the gun set up for tomorrow.